and hold short Juliet there.
Lima, Hotel, short Juliet, and company is inquiring about flare, but I think I see they're big enough.
Yeah, they've just called the push. Canada 184 ground, runway 26 left, altimeter 29er 904, taxi via Lima, Juliet, Hotel, Delta, and Delta 7. Lima, Juliet, Hotel, Delta, Delta 7, Air Canada 184. Roger, KLM 226, monitor tower 118.7.
Okay guys, we're just setting up here. We'll be starting the show in about 5 minutes. So I'm just going to get comfortable while you guys get comfortable too.
18.7 and let them know if you need to turn around and go back or when you're ready.
Testing everything out.
Roger, number 2. Hold short runway 26 left. And our nose right up to the line if you can, but there's a hold line just past Delta 7, hold short runway 26 left. Okay, taxi past Delta 7, and we're going to hold short out 26 left, hold short line. Thank you. Thank you, Richard. 7722, surveillance service on that, contact Cargojet.
As I say guys, we're just getting set up here, so we're not, show hasn't officially started yet. Just about another 4 or 5 minutes and we will officially launch the show. Just making sure everything's all set up good with our equipment.
Ground 467 ground, taxi via Delta and Delta Whiskey to the apron. That's perfect, thanks for that, and let me know when. Show 314 identified. Thank you, that's good, and Golf Mike Whiskey, Albo flight from Malmo, we got the Sikorsky passing on the left. Good night, Golf Mike Whiskey, Vancouver, Tower Squawk, identified owner 29904, and good day, thank you. Medevac Tower Charlie, line up runway 26 left, 6 feet cancel. Line up runway 26 left, 6 feet cancel.
We'll be starting in 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes.
Contact cloud 1217 off. Waiting ground, push back, your discretion. Let's go 1308 ground, taxi by Juliet Hotel, hold short, runway 26 left. Juliet Hotel, hold short, 26 left.
2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Seeing that you guys are telling me the sound and picture quality is good, which is great. Thank you, guys.
Air Canada 184, are you still with me? Any chance you'd be able to depart from Delta 5 with 10,407 feet?
Test.
Okay,
Test.
184, if you can switch over tower on 18.7, let them know if you are able to do it when you can. altimeter 29904, taxi by Golf Hotel Delta and hold short Delta 5.
Guys, it's 6 o'clock. My name is Henry Tenby. I'd like to welcome you to the Vancouver Airliners Live show. This is a bonus show, and we're on the north side. It's a nice evening here in Vancouver, and I'd like to thank you guys for joining me. It's going to be a fun couple of hours we've got ahead of us. This is Air North, the 737-300 Classic, lined up on short finals for runway 26 right. And look at that. That looks cool. Yikes. Looking good. Great way to start the show, guys. We're starting off on a very good note here. That's inbound from Whitehorse, 737-300, nice classic airliner, rolling out nicely. It's all cleaned up. I think we're going to have a couple of nice old smoky Convairs coming in shortly, guys, so that should be, it's a highlight for me because I like my classic airliners. I think you guys do too. So I'd like to welcome you all. Danny Matthew, Jake Danson, Cute Seal, thank you for the heads up. Kez RJ, good to see you guys here. Paul Hirschmeiler is joining us. Sue Major, Red Eye. Yeah, Red Eye. Well, some of you guys watching in the UK, I'm sure, are pulling red eyes here. Oh, hey, guys. Sorry, I'm going to have to divert. We have our UPS. Oh, gosh. Sorry, guys. We've got KLM also blasting off north side over to heading out to Amsterdam. Schiphol Airport. Gear in transit. And she's nice. Yeah, so it's a KLM Asia bird, guys. I don't know if you can quite see that, but yeah, that's KLM Asia. So, but we've got down on the other end of the field here, I'm just going to show you guys, we've got UPS with their A300-600. Yeah, that's what it is. It's an A300-600 freighter coming out. It's heading to Louisville. So I don't know if I've got the pronunciation right. Some people call it Louisville. Some people call it Louisville. So I think the correct way to say it is with a mouthful of marbles. If you Google it, you can get that. So yeah, he's off to Louisville, and it's a regular daily occurrence. This bad boy heads out at this time every day. Well, every weekday, I should say. So yeah, just gonna let him come into screen for us. Get nice and tight. There we are. Yeah, it's nice to see these freighters. I know they're a dime a dozen in the United States, but you do have to be here in the summer to see these movements because it's just after 6 o'clock, and not too long from now it's going to be dark after 6 o'clock. So this is a summertime spotting event here at YVR. So hello, Cute Seal, off to Oz. Thank you for joining us. Gamer234, etc. Paul Davies. Hey, Paul. Thanks for joining us this evening. Pulling another nighter. Last time Paul was up with us and helped with the moderation of the show and pulled an all-nighter. So, for the UK, it's a 2 to 4 a.m. operation, so I'd like to thank Paul for that. And we'll go nice and tight and see if we can see the air crew. I have a friend that flies he flies for, what does he fly for? I'm just trying to think. He flies for, I think it might be these guys. And he was the one who was, giving me the heads up on the pronunciation of Louisville. That's a long flight from Vancouver to Louisville. I think it's probably about 5 hours. I'm watching the approach, guys, just to see what might come our way. We'll go get the ident for you guys, you spotters, you Reggie Bashers out there. There's the ident, 128 UP. Taxing nicely. Okay, well, it's, believe it or not, guys, it's because it's tomorrow for you guys in the UK, it's Andy's birthday. So happy birthday, Andy. He's sacrificing his early morning on his birthday to help out here with the moderation. So Andy, thank you so very much, and we're wishing you a great year ahead. And what a interesting way to start your birthday, moderating our Vancouver show. So thank you very much for that, Andy. That's amazing. Hello from Dayton, Mark D. And who else have we got here? John Fezza. John, nice to see you here. This ungodly hour for you guys, but just after 6 o'clock here in Vancouver. And let's see what we've got on our finals. I think we've got a Q400 lined up. Yeah, it's inbound from Kelowna. It's a Westjet. So we'll just let this guy. Paul Davies, thank you very much for the £4.49 donation. That's very kind of you. Yeah, here's to a good show, guys. Oh, yes. Speaking of, we've got some good action. Flare rotation. Hopefully there's his gear in transit. Yeah. So we've got a Q400 Westjet on finals. So we're just gonna move our camera around to capture his landing. This is inbound from Kelowna as the Westjet 3329. There he is. We'll just go a little bit tighter there for you guys. Reverse thrust, if you want to call it that. Reverse pitch, I should say. Spoilers up. G-Den is the reg. So let's just see if we've got anything else on immediate approach. Not right now, guys, but DJ Ian, hello from the Peg City. I guess that's Winnipeg, I'm thinking. Good to see you here. Kitty B. Peter Carroll. John Fezza says the whole gear didn't retract, just not the nose gamer. There's a video you can see the main not budging. Okay. I think maybe that's some code for you guys. Inside code talk. And welcome to the show, Joshua, Cindy. And we've got Juan Diego Tavera joining us from Bogota, Colombia. Wonderful. Yes, buenas noches to our friends in Colombia. And that 767 or 787 that we've got in the background there, that China Southern machine, it's kind of weird because it's almost like every time we're here filming, it's sitting there. And of course, you wonder, has it not flown in 2 weeks, or is it simply going and coming, and it's just coincidence every time we're here, it's sitting there and not looking like it's flown. So hard to say. Good evening from Florida, Tim 2000. Downtown LA, we have El Mandrake joining us here in lovely Vancouver, lovely dry Vancouver. It's about 25 degrees Celsius. There's no wind, which is really nice. We don't have much humidity. Airliners Live says, yeah, Henry, we had a Cathay Pacific A350 doing an emergency landing at Manchester earlier. Seemed to have a hydraulic issue, but it landed safely, thank goodness. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's hairy stuff when that happens, for sure. And yeah, A350 and hydraulics, those are two words I don't generally like to include in the same sentence, and I'll just leave that at that. All right, we've got a MAX there. Air Canada MAX is taxing for departure. We've got a lot of aircraft bunched up on the other side for 26 left departures. My goodness, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got about 8 aircraft on the other side there. And this guy just blasted off. This is, one of you guys was mentioning that. FedEx job. But we'll just get the camera set up, kind of in position, so we can get some earlier rotations while we're monitoring the departures there. Hey, Joshua Slide, thank you for the £4.49 donation, and that is in recognition of Andy's birthday today. He says, great birthday, see you on the stream tonight. Joshua, thank you so much. Andy may have to hoist a pint in celebration. It'll help him sleep after the show. So on the other side, we've got the Vancouver-Honolulu service. Air Canada's 519 is just turning on to the active. We'll see if we can catch him on the rotation. Jimmy P. asked, did the A350 take off from Manchester and then return? We've got Ronaldo Batista Barbosa joining us from Rio in Brazil. Great to have you here. Apparently the answer is yes to the A350. We've got Angelo Castro joining us from Portugal. Loving the show. Thank you very much. So I think this Air Canada MAX is going to be... Yeah, it's on the roll, guys. He's on the roll. So we should be able to catch him here any second. He's literally going to stick his nose right up there through the ceiling. We're ready. We're ready. I can hear him. He should present himself here any second. There he is. We got it. We're under control. So he's off to Hawaii, Honolulu. Long flight, about a 5-hour sector on the MAX. Gear up. Not too steep a climb. I guess he's pretty heavy. A lot of people heading to Hawaii from Vancouver, which is always the case, so it seems. Full flights everywhere, especially Hawaii. And let's see what's next on the south side. We've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we still got half a dozen aircraft piled up there on the north side. Our next departure is an Air Canada A320 heading to San Francisco as the AC562. So we're in position. We will catch it. So, yeah. Yeah, Cindy says that's where I'd like to be headed. Yeah, me too. I love Hawaii, love Honolulu. It's a great place. I love the beach. Some people don't like it because it's too crowded, but I just love it. I could spend 2 weeks there, just soaking up the action, swimming, snorkeling. I just don't care that there's thousands of other people there because it's big enough that the water, there's plenty of room in the water. So yeah, I love Hawaii. And of course, there's Hanauma Bay. I don't know if any of you guys have been to Hanauma Bay. That's also on Oahu. It's around by Coco Head, and it's a protected bay, and it's just filled with beautiful tropical fish, and it's famous for snorkeling. So if you haven't been to Hanauma Bay, I highly recommend it. It's closed to vehicle traffic now. You do have to take a bus from Waikiki, and it's definitely well worth the day trip for sure. Okay, Cute Seal says the Kelowna flight craft from Victoria is on the route. Well, that's fantastic. I'll be watching for it. I'll be watching for those sooty trails of black smoke, the telltale sign of the Convair's on approach. And on our show last week, Oscar was saying that apparently Kelowna Flightcraft has plans to be phasing out the Convair's sooner than later, and he mentioned something about jet replacements. So we'll see. He didn't have an exact date on that, so hopefully it doesn't happen soon. But I love the Convairs. They've been around for decades. Oh, there we go, guys. Another rotation. There he is. There's the 320. Gear up. Nice. These Airbuses will be around for a few more years. The plan is the 320s will go to Air Canada jets and replace the 319s that they have. So, yeah, I think we've got a few more years of A320 operations with Air Canada. They've been around a while, since about 1988, somewhere in that region. So they're paid for, definitely paid for. And let's get into position for our next departure on the north side, south side, of course, south side. Okay, I got an airplane on finals in the distance, so eyeballs are on that. And we've got a United departure next on the other side, on the south side. It's the United 1756 to Los Angeles, and it looks like it's an 800. So, and he went down to, I don't know if you guys saw that on the flight radar, he went down to the extension. He took the extra 500 feet. So he must be heavy, heading down to LA. Hello, Craig Russell. John, I'm glad you liked the Convairs last week. As I say, my eyes are scouring the horizon for those telltale signs of those Allison engines. Yeah, a lot of you guys are tuning in from the UK, so I just want to thank you all for burning the midnight oil, being here to support me. I really wasn't expecting it, but hey, you know, you guys are rock stars. You guys are truly devoted? Okay, to the show, and we really want to thank you all for that. Where was that? There it is. See, I was yattering away and just kind of almost missed that United departure. So it climbs up into the wild blue yonder. So we do have a short finals, guys. Well, not short finals, but we do have an aircraft on approach. And it's not showing up on the flight radar, so maybe it is our Kelowna. I'm just going to point the camera over that way, just in case. You know, it's far out, not as in groovy, but as in far away from the button of the runway. And I just want to see if he's belching smoke. Because if he is, where is it? There it is. No, that's not belching smoke. That's a Boeing. But we'll watch it. Yeah, there we go. I've got him on the flight radar. This is an inbound from San Francisco, the United 1542. So now that we've got him, kind of, our autofocus is being temperamental. Now that we've got him, we might as well just stay with him here. Follow him in. So, hello, yes. Josh Aldrich, thank you for joining us. Yeah, Paul Hirschmiller says, looking forward to welcoming the A321neos to Air Canada's fleet. Yeah, I am too. That is... those will be good. I mean, I've flown on them with Lufthansa, and they're beautiful aircraft. So definitely look forward to having the neos here at Air Canada. Sorry, let's see. Where was I? There we are. There we are. Just in the nick of time. He's taking the number 2 taxiway. Yeah, it was well done. That was a very nice landing, most enjoyable. Cool. Spoilers are stored. And let's see what's happening down on the south side. Let's see who's rolling. It's our Vancouver Lowellville service. It's the UPS A300. So I'm just going to move the camera around, guys, because I think we want to see the Airbus perform for us. Heading off to Kentucky. Get some fried chicken. I wonder if the Kentucky Fried Chicken is better in Louisville than anywhere else. It should be. So, oh, we've got something noisy starting his engines. But let's just stay focused here on our oh, there he is. Beauty. Next stop, Louisville, Kentucky. Really nice, good stuff. So we've got a Continental. So we've got one of these guys taxiing in that just landed for us, United with the Continental tail, and then we've got one right over here departing. Where was it? Yeah, there he is. So, a meeting of the minds, you might say. So on the south side, we still got a couple airplanes piled up. We've got a Vancouver. What have we got? Looks like we've got the Vancouver Kahului. Maui is heading out on the south side shortly, guys. It's a 737 MAX. KFC isn't like it used to be. Yeah, I agree. When I was a kid, in the 70s, we would go to Kentucky Fried Chicken. We had a lot of them here in Vancouver at the time, but they've kind of they've disappeared. I guess people's eating habits have drifted away from the deep fried chicken stuff. Ooh, nice. Beaver in the background, guys. Beaver on floats. Yeah, Tim Hortons, not bad. Not too bad. I mean, their service is not always spot on. Yeah, it's an okay product. The only thing is that, I used to have Tim Hortons when I travel. At the airports here in Canada, we have them. And it was an affordable place to get food without, resulting in Chapter 11 proceedings. Because airport food's expensive, but post-pandemic, here in Canada, Tim Hortons has really boosted the prices quite dramatically. So you're going to be dropping about $12 to put some food in your tank at Tim Hortons, like a sandwich and soup kind of thing. And then, in Canada, of course, we have to charge tax on top of it, and then they've got the tip jar out as well. So it's not like Europe. I mean, there's all these plus costs in Canada. It's just the way it is. So I haven't really been to Tim Hortons since the pandemic, just because of how that's gotten so expensive. So that's me. C'est la vie. Yeah, guys, we're doing live plane spotting. This is Airliners Live here in Vancouver. If you're watching right now, this is live. This is streaming live on the Airliners Live YouTube channel, and you can watch the show after because it'll be recorded. But if you're watching right now, this is absolutely live, and we're in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. YVR. We are on the north side. Oh, geez, guys, there goes our Kahului flight. I thought I saw it somewhere there. Yeah. So this is off to Maui. Maui Wowie. Kahului Airport. Also about a 4.5-5 hour sector out of Vancouver. I think Hawaii is about 2 or 3 time zones behind, so they arrive at a nice time. Basically, it's a nighttime arrival. Dinner time. So, that's cool. It's a nice way to do it. Still, we don't have any smoking Convair trails, but let's see what's happening at the south terminal. Not the south terminal. We're going to have a look at what's happening at the north gates here at YVR, see what's parked up, waiting. So we've got a Iceland Air. That arrived just as we were setting up. So I think that's almost a day. Well, not quite. They come in a few times a week. So about 15 minutes before we started the show, he alighted on the runway right before my very eyes. That was nice to see. We've got an Air Canada 78 sitting beside it. So Nathan says, I live in Kentucky and I don't eat KFC. Okay, well. Yeah. But oh, and wonderful, guys. Here's Turkish Airlines off to Istanbul. Let's bring the radios on. Great to see this big bird heading out. Yeah, Turkish. It is delightful, isn't it? Very much Turkish delight. Turkish 777.
Turkish 768, heavy ground, taxi by Juliet, Hotel, Delta 7.
Oh, we've got a lady and we've got a female pilot on the Turkish. That's great. Çok güzel.
578 exit Delta 2, contact ground 1217.
Kitty B, thank you for the $2 donation. I'm glad you're loving the show and the channel. When I think of British food, what comes to mind? That's a good question. Well, when I think of British food, immediately fish and chips, for sure. But I also like the food hall at Marks and Spencer's. That's fantastic. I love the food hall at Marks and Spencer's. Okay, guys, we got a big boy on approach here. We gotta get serious. We gotta get serious. This is the Air Canada 121 in from Toronto.
Show 612, clear direct go home. Show 612, descent 500 is approved, not required. 612. Taxi on the apron, hold short of golf for now. Taxi apron, hold short of golf for now, go 3326. Romeo on time, ready? Mike Hotel Romeo, stop climb at 3000, the balance unchanged from Charlie to take off from my 26 left.
Beautiful. Just very nice. We've got another lander on the way out, guys. It's a YEG Vancouver, Edmonton, Air Canada 245. It's a MAX. Did you guys hear that? Was that some heavy-duty squeak? I think so. Yeah, that was some heavy-duty squeak. Yeah, so I like the food halls a lot in the UK. When I'm in London, that's often a place where I'll get some really good food. I also like going to a good carvery in the UK. You know, it's basically a buffet. You get, you know, all the fixins that you want, and, you know, a set portion of carved meat. I love British carveries. Those are absolutely wonderful. They're generally very reasonably priced as well. So I love a good carvery. What else? Well, there's the place in London I like. It's a French restaurant. It's an underground place. I can't quite. It's below street level, but it's absolutely fantastic. It's one of my favorites, actually, and the name will come to me. But I love that place. All the waiters there are French. Some of you guys probably know which place I'm talking about. Yeah, in terms of English, generically, what kind of English food do I like? As I say, I like fish and chips a lot. But there are a lot of fabulous restaurants in London. I mean, I can't say I've been to too many other places outside of London other than Coventry. So my knowledge of things food UK are kind of London centric, I might say. Oh, there's the Lufthansa Munich service departing, A350. There we go, 2 heavies, double heavy. So yeah, the A380 is coming. British Airways. It's now 7 minutes out. That's great. Thanks for the heads up on that, Craig. Fish and chips with curry, yeah, is amazing. Oh my goodness, absolutely. You guys are making me hungry now. Yes, I do have to come up to Manchester, and that's definitely on the list of things I need to do. Yeah, Carvery. Eastern China A350. Yeah, it's good the A380 is not too late. That makes it easy for us here. I guess the Convairs must have gone in on the south side and we missed it, guys. This is the brand new livery, of course, that Lufthansa introduced, a couple years ago. We've got a bizjet coming in on this side, looks like. But you know what? I'm just going to point the camera, guys, because I'm not sure if I'm getting a false reading here. And just want to see what it is, so let's just have a peekaboo at the final approach. I see a light out there, so just want to... There it is, it's a jet. It's a bit distant, isn't it? Hello, Reese Davies from Perth. Thank you for joining us from Australia.
Turkish 76 Yankee, Turkish 76 Yankee Heavy, Tower Delta 7, line for 26 left.
There's the Turkish lining up on the other side. And this bizjet's coming in here, guys, so that's a bit different, isn't it? Corporate iron.
Turkish 76 Yankee from Delta 7, clear for takeoff from 26 left.
So the Turkish is cleared for departure, and we want to get it. So we're gonna set up right here for the Turkish. Catch that in rotation. That's a special one for us. Oh, we've got China Eastern on short finals, guys. So I think we may miss the Turkish because we can't be in two places at once. Hello, Jordan. Greetings from Brazil, ERB. Yeah, let's just see what happens here because it's getting tight, guys. It's getting tight. The PVG inbound, the Shanghai inbound on China Eastern is actually getting close. So I'm going to make an executive decision. We have to sacrifice Turkish for it. I apologize. So there's our
119 tower caution, jet blast, Charlie clear for takeoff. Line up runway 26 left and wait. Delay for wake turbine separation, trip on roll. Push-up 302, surveillance service terminated, contact, Alberta 114. 84, push-up 302, next, surveillance circuit, get it. No problem, get it. Is 2994, taxi by Gulf Hotel, Delta 7. Gulf Hotel, Delta 7, Jazz 35. Okay, sign up and wake up 7, I can't. Turkish 760 Yankee, contact departure 12612, good night.
We've got British Airways right behind it, guys, so I'm going to have to cut this short and get the British Airways A380, so we're not going to be able to follow that in just because everything's on top of each other. So
Heavy traffic off about your 10 o'clock and 2.5 miles more than 1,000 feet above.
there it is.
Stay with me, 1900 ahead will be turning further south than you from Delta 7, clear for takeoff from 26 left. Takeoff, we also have that 26 at Air Canada 222 and we'll stay with you. Upload 3326 Delta 7 line from 26 left, 6 feet cancel. Wait, Delta 7 on course 3326, 6 feet cancel. Contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff from 26 left. So that 267 departure today, that's 3326. Establish 477 Heavy to Delta 7 line from 26 left.
So guys, we'll just have a look at this guy. We've got three things happening at once. We've got this guy pulling into position, and we've also got Lufthansa's 350 departing on the other side. So again, it's just kind of which one do we want to see. Lufthansa's on the roll. He's gonna be visible here any second, guys. Just getting ready. There it is. We got him, and we'll now try to catch this guy parking. £2, $2. Kirsten Mukli, thank you very much for that donation. Yeah, Paul, I agree. So many heavies all at the same time. That's kind of how things go here in Vancouver, right? It's just periods of boredom followed by periods of intense madness. Hello, Eric Boland from Surrey, British Columbia, which is basically Vancouver. This guy's not going to be heading somewhere, and I want to get the A380, so we're gonna concentrate on the A380. We'll go nice and tight. Have a look up close. Parking at the usual gate. Same gate as he did last week for us. Time is now 6:45 local time in Vancouver. This is the Airliners Live pop-up show, filmed on the north side. Mita, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Getting its kicks at gate 66, yeah. Absolutely. I just did a battery check, guys. We're good. We're at 50%, so we don't have any, we don't have anything to be too concerned about. Green Dude said it's 7:30 a.m. here in Nepal. We're 11 hours apart. That's right. India region and Vancouver is about a 12-hour difference, complete opposite end of the clock. So Nepal, adjacent to India, it makes sense. You're within that roughly 12-hour different time frame than Vancouver. Yeah, so the livery on the A380 is fantastic, isn't it? BA livery looks absolutely fabulous on the A380. Suzanne Tobin is saying good morning from the UK, 2:45 a.m. Thank you for joining us, Suzanne. Early wake up. Yeah, TWA flight 800. Yes, we do know about that. Gamer says he has an A380 model, not very accurate. Yeah, I'm glad we've got some Australian viewers with us, guys. Just pull back a bit there, see as they secure the aircraft. The gates pulling into position. Yeah, that was exciting. I always enjoy, and I think you guys enjoy too, the A380 arrival. It's just a monstrous machine. So, great to see. For those of you that are into models, I'm a collector of travel agent, the professional display models, the aircraft display models, and I do a video series on YouTube. It's called Model Moment. So if you plug in Henry Tenby Model Moment, you're going to see we just did our 30th episode of Model Moment. We talk about the vintage airline display models that were made for travel agencies and industry back in the 50s and 60s. So if you're interested in models, I'm self-promoting my Model Moment series here on YouTube. So check it out, guys. I'm not a die-cast guy, though, so I just, want to just give that caveat that it's all professional models, the professional display models, not the die-casts. Here we have an Air Canada A321 taxiing out. Nice piece of kit. Let's try and figure out where he's headed to. He is going to Toronto as the Air Canada 124. Yeah, there you go. He just called on the radio. We just heard him. And what have we got there? We got a rotation. Yeah. Westjet in the new livery. We'll see if there's anything else close to rotating on the south side. That Westjet was heading to Kahului, Maui. So there you go, Air Canada and Westjet. Their 737s are just very, very close in proximity to each other, which is kind of neat. Yeah, so he's heading to Kahului Airport, Maui, and let's see what's happening over at our A380. See how they're doing there. I think it's going to start unloading cargo momentarily. And we do have an aircraft on approach, guys. It's a bit... Let's just see what that is. It's a Calgary Westjet 125. That's a little bit ways out. We've got Ray Cox watching from Brisbane, 11:48 a.m. on a Wednesday. Good morning to you, Ray. Thank you for joining us. Green Dude said the picture quality is good. Thank you guys for that. Petros Chalk watching from Sacramento. Yeah, pressure on the ground crew to turn that A380 in time, for the departure back to Heathrow. I agree. They definitely want to be on time. That's a major pressure there. Say hello to my mom, Nabila D. Hello, Mom, on behalf of Nabila D. It is a cool airplane for sure. OGG alert, Josh Aldrich. And then Karen Monson, welcome Australian and New Zealand viewers. Indeed, this is my second stream here. Well, thank you for showing up. I'm just going to check what's happening with our Calgary, Vancouver, the Westjet 125. It's getting a little bit closer, but not close enough. Did I miss anything? Well, you missed a China Eastern A350. You missed a Lufthansa A350 departure. Of course, we had the A380 arrival. So let's just pull the camera over to the Westjet. That's just setting up on approach now. So, guys, I'm just moving the camera slowly, not to induce motion sickness. Those of you that are sensitive. There he is. There's the Westjet, inbound from Calgary. I'm going to make this tight, guys, nice and tight. See what it looks like on the screen for you guys. Tell me if you like that view. Max compression. Oof. There he goes, sinking down nicely onto the oleos. Ooh, nice, beautiful. Just kind of wanted to do it a little bit different there. Give you guys some max compression video. Live video. I like the way the 37 sits down on the oleos there. It compresses down nicely once the airspeed is killed. It's kind of cool. And what else have we got on our approach path? Yeah, we've got a Toronto inbound, another Westjet. It's a 737. Inbound from Toronto, it's the Westjet 721. He'll be here momentarily. I see him on approach. So we're just going to gently, I'll rock you gently. I'll rock you guys gently to the approach side. That's our old Kim Mitchell joke, running joke. Rock you gently. There's the China Eastern. So, yeah, they're doing the arrival proceedings on the China Eastern 350. Mita liked the zoom. Thank you, Mita. Glad you liked the zoom action. I just try to mix it up, give you guys a bit of a variety. So it's different perspective, right? When you fully zoom in, you get a nice compression. There we are. So this is the Westjet 737 inbound from Toronto, setting up on runway 26 right. That's right. If you guys can smash the like button, that'd be amazing. Hit the like button and help us do that. If you haven't done so, just mosey on over to the like button and hit it. That's if you're enjoying the video, if you're enjoying this show, which I hope you are. So here we are. We'll do a max compression here, guys. Double bounce. Nice. That was good. Well, you're watching the Airliners Live Vancouver show. It's a pop-up show. This isn't our regular show. Our regular show takes place Thursdays at 11 a.m. Pacific Time or 7 p.m. British Standard Time. we try to stick to that schedule, of course, weather depending. But this is a pop-up show, so we've got good summer light, and we're taking advantage of it. And there's good traffic after 6 p.m., so we figured, yeah, let's lay on these shows as best we can and take advantage of the summer light. Several weeks from now, it's going to be dark at this time. So, guys, we've got something cool happening. We've got something very cool. I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to like it. Look what's departing.
Okay, 860 Heavy, Delta 7, line up await, runway 26.
Wow, we've got Air New Zealand pushing back. Karen Monson says we should have another good stream like last week. Well, I hope we will. I hope we are. Craig Russell says Edelweiss A340 is 22 minutes out. So we're going to have an A340 movement, guys, which is awesome. I love A340s. Well, I love classics, right? We've got an Air Canada inbound. It's the 223 from Calgary. It's a MAX.
Air Canada 860, contact departure on 12612, 12 airborne from Delta 7. Prepare for takeoff, runway 26 left.
So we've got... Hang on. What have we got here, guys? Pacific Coastal.
Delay for turbulence, departing 787. SR 7062, okay. Hold your position and advise ready.
Beautiful landing. We've got Air Canada heading off to Heathrow on the other side, guys. So I'm just going to head over to the other side so we can catch that Air Canada. There it is. That's the Heathrow. There he goes. Next stop, Heathrow Airport. That was cool. Glad we got it. Glad we got it, guys. Where is the... looking for the... I'm looking for the Iceland Air. Kind of disappeared. Also, maybe they were towing it over to the itinerant ramp. We've got another Calgary inbound, Air Canada. Someone said... So hang on, guys. We've got this is the Air Canada inbound from Calgary, flight 223. Wobble. So the Iceland Air, yeah, that's going over to the itinerant ramp. It's not actually departing right this moment. So that's why he kind of disappeared into the woodwork temporarily. Yeah, 737 with Batman eyeshadow, exactly. How come you stream Vancouver and Manchester the next day? Well, that's just the way it works. There's only 7 days in the week, and we try to stream as much as we can. So it just it is what it is, right? We just want to put out as much good quality content for you guys as we can. So, and this is a pop-up show, so you know, it's just kind of take it or leave it. And we're just trying to explore the possibilities on YouTube and see if there's other people in other time zones that might like to watch our show. So it's just we're taking advantage of the weather here in Vancouver because they're long days. We can film temporarily. So yeah, just by the nature of being a pop-up show, we can do it any time. So we've got a Calgary flight. It's the 9106. It's Lynx, and it's setting up on finals here. So that's going to be presenting itself for us shortly. And on the south side, what have we got happening? Not too much, actually. It's gone a bit quiet. So I'm just going to move the camera around to get the links, because it's kind of... It's getting close to short finals here. The Lynx Air from Calgary, Lynx 9106. And where is he? We should see... There he is. Perfect.
766 with you at Juliet, behind the lineup here.
Jazz 766, taxi by Juliet Hotel, Delta 7.
Juliet Hotel, Delta 7.
Decent squeak. It's cool. Very nice. So did you guys hear that Lynx has purchased, or they're taking delivery? They've taken delivery of 2 737 Maxes that were destined for Norwegian, and Norwegian has changed their mind. So we do have. I've seen one of them. We saw one on the last show. It's in a Norwegian livery with no titles, so that's kind of neat. And I guess they'll eventually put the Lynx titles on them. And we'll have some Lynx hybrids around very soon. Oh, we've got some aircraft rolling on the south side. It's a Q400 Air Canada Jazz. Should present himself right about there here. Where is he? It's definitely on the roll. Yeah, there it is. Flight radar does not lie. Most of the time.
737 behind gate 17 on hooking. He should be taxiing in a couple of minutes. Push back to discussion.
Oh, and we've just got a Beech 1900 here landing. Pacific Coastal Beech 1900 just touched down here. Yeah, sometimes they come over to this side. They generally land on the south runway, but I guess if traffic situation warrants, they come in on this side. So there you have it. Yeah, they're quite common. We see them on our south side, our south terminal show quite a lot. So we've got a lander here, guys, coming in. It's a bit of ways out. It's from Los Angeles. It's an A220. It's the Air Canada 557 inbound from LA, and he's a bit of a ways out. So, but at least we'll be able to see him. Anner Dimension says, "This is amazing. I love it. I'm enjoying it so much." Well, I'm glad to hear it. How are you able to film this? Well, set up a camera and we plan it. We get the right equipment and come out here and do that. That's what we do at Airliners Live. We've invested a lot of time and effort in figuring out how to do this. So, but I'm glad you're enjoying the show. That's our goal. So anyhow, here it is. Let's just zip around to this Air Canada flight from Los Angeles, the 557. There it is. Nice, very nice. So as you guys know, this is an A220. They call it an Airbus 220. It's really a Canada Air C series, but Airbus purchased Canada Air and they renamed the aircraft. So Air Canada and Airbus call it an A220, an Airbus 220. I don't know. I think I'm a purist. I prefer the prefer the Canada Air name, the C series. I mean, once it's known as something, I don't think you should change the name of an aircraft. That's just my own opinion, of course, which doesn't count for jack squat, but I mean, there haven't been too many cases in the past where they've renamed aircraft. You can have different series of aircraft, you know, Comet 1, Comet 2, Comet 3, Comet 4, but, I mean, de Havilland didn't rename the Comet. So, there's not a lot of precedent for renaming airliners. Not that I'm aware of. How did you get the pilot radio? I don't know if that's a question for me. It's not a pilot radio. It's actually just a scanner. It's an airband scanner. And they're legal here in Canada, so we can purchase these scanners and we can listen to them to our heart's content, even at airports. So that's a freedom we have here in Canada. I think they have the same freedom in the US too, to use scanners to listen to the airband frequencies. But there are certain places where you can't use one. So you just have to be careful, right, when you're using one of these to make sure that you're complying with local rules. So the Convair's never showed up. So what it means is they snuck in on the south side, which is can happen. So maybe 50% of the time you get them on this side, and 50% of the time they go on the south side. So it's a crapshoot, really.
Jazz 347, now ready to go. Jazz 347, your set speed restriction is canceled. Contact.
So there's other aviation spotters here too. As you can see, there's a gentleman down there with his camera tripod. Watching from Seattle, Mark O'Kane. Very, very entertaining. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Mark. And Gert Nell says, absolutely love this. Sitting here in Calgary, watching Flight Radar and watching this. Well, yeah, me too. We're using Flight Radar as well. So it's a good, you know, it helps keep me in touch with what's going on around the field. Yeah, these C series are neat. Apparently they're very comfortable. The flight attendants and the passengers, and I believe the pilots too, really like the aircraft. Super comfortable. It's got all the amenities in the right place. I think I need to get a flight on one of these C series so I can make my own assessment of it. Pretty big airplane. I think it's almost an A320 replacement. It's about 150 passengers. Air Canada Jazz. Yeah, was focused on the C series, and this guy snuck in under our radar. These are pretty common here in Vancouver, actually. Where did he come in from? Well, guys, we actually have an approach we've got from Burbank, Flair. So I'm just going to pull the camera around. And this is the Flair 8239 operating from Burbank, California, Hollywood, basically. Tinseltown. Yeah, so there he is. I guess it's a lower cost airport to operate from than LAX. So yeah, he's coming in from Burbank. What's that? CBS Studios?
Gas 282, tower set speed restriction, cancel, contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. Set speed cancel, departure in the air, clear takeoff, 26 left, gas 282, connect. Enter 766, tower Delta 7, line of point, runway 26 left.
We'll go nice and tight. Let's go check the details here. The A340 is 2 landings away. Thank you, Aviation. Casey. What do we have on approach? Because we've got something. So let me just pull back here and set up for this, whatever it might be.
From there, if you'd like direct to the Patella Bridge or anywhere north of
Air Canada. And zoom.
766, contact departure 1323 airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left.
Guys, I think we've got the A340. So I just want to let's just see if we can get our act together here. This is a Westjet, actually, so no panic yet. This is a Westjet LAX 1699.
Departure 1323 in the turn from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. Clear takeoff, left, go to the front. The Westjet 360, Delta 7, line of weight, runway 26 left. Good, we're at 1700 under the fire, 898 Juliet. 1700, clear, 698 Juliet, correct, departure frequency 132.3. Thank you,
So guys, I'm just going to again get into position in case we've got that Airbus, the A340, close at hand. And I want to check our battery. The Airbus is actually coming in very shortly. And we've got 24%, so I think we've got enough to get the 340. He's next on deck. Once the 340 lands, we'll do a battery change. But we got 24%, so we're not critical at this particular juncture. Mark O'Kane gifted 5 Airliners Live memberships. Mark, thank you very much for that. And Stuart Tingley, welcome to Premium Economy. We appreciate you guys and your support of the channel. Thank you very much for those generous gifts and upgrades. Yeah. So here comes the 340, guys. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Get ready here. There it is. This is inbound from Zurich. Edelweiss Air Flight 10.
The surveillance service is terminated. Change en route frequency.
Easy en route, talk to you a bit. We'll get back to you. Hold up, Papa.
We'll see you. Whiskey Circular, from Echo, cross runway 26 left. As you cross the runway, make the left turn off the hotel and taxi Alpha to the apron.
Clear cross right 26 left, Hotel Alpha to the apron with Sierra Kilo. Roger, continue.
Well, that was impressive, guys. I mean, passenger A340 service in 2022. Yeah, that's like 747-400, right? It's mega classic, nice and old, hard to fly on these. A friend of mine was watching our video, and he sent me a message. He lives in Switzerland, and he said that he flew on this aircraft to Bangkok earlier this year. So lucky him, eh? Can you imagine that? A340 from Zurich to Bangkok? I'd love to be on that flight.
Cargojet 570 Heavy. Good evening, Cargojet 570 Heavy. We have altimeter 2994, airplane flight ready for business. Cargojet 570 Heavy, you're just waiting for a Westjet 737 between Delta 2 and Delta 3.
We're going to follow this guy in. Quick battery check. We're at 20%, so we're still pretty okay for the follow in. Zoom in, have a quick peekaboo. Front office. Looks like he's going to the Horseshoe. It's a flying fuel tank. Yeah. It's another way to describe it. We've got a Q400 on approach, but I think we're just going to hold tight here with the 340. That was classic. Classic. We've got a FedEx departure. And there's our Q400 landing right in front of us. So good action, right? I mean, this is why we're doing the show, because it's pretty much non-stop action, and it's a different flavor than our normal show. So that's why we're here. And you know, our viewers in the UK, thank you so much for, you know, staying up and hanging out, especially in helping celebrate start of Andy's birthday. That's appreciated. And I think it might be a good call to do a battery change here, just because I think it's what we're gonna do. So just stand by one, guys. I'm gonna do a countdown. Gonna do a countdown, and then we're gonna do our battery change. So we're gonna do a 10, 9, 8 countdown, and just bear with me here, guys, and I'll tell you when we're gonna start that countdown. Okay, so guys, here we go. We're going to do the countdown. So this is battery change. First of all, Mark O'Kane gifted 5 Airliners Live memberships. Mark, that's right. I did say that already, but it doesn't hurt to say thank you again. So thanks again, Mark. So let's do the countdown for the battery change, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you for that. We just did a battery change. So we're live again. It's the Vancouver Airliners Live show. It's a pop-up show. And yeah, here we are. We've got something on approach. Looks like a Q400. It's coming up on 7:23 local time here in Vancouver. There it is, Q400. I like the prop there on the left-hand side. It's slightly different than the other one. So let's just figure out what's going on here, guys. This guy just arrived from Kelowna. It's the Air Canada 279, inbound from Kelowna. Someone asks, can I zoom in on the A380 fueling truck? Well, why not? Let's have a look what's happening with the A380 fueling truck. Is there one? Can you guys see an A380 fueling truck? Let's have a look. I don't know that there is an well, yeah, there it is. That's what you wanted to see. It's a hydrant fueling system. But yeah, that's the pumper right there. So I hope that is what you were looking to see. Pumping the fuel up from the ground. Hydrant fueling. That's it. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, left wing. So we don't have anything on approach right this particular second. I'm going to have a quick look at the departures on the south side to see what's going on down there. Yeah, guys, we've got the Cargojet 767. I believe it's taxiing, and it's heading to Winnipeg. So he's going to be making his way to the button of 26 left, so we'll be able to catch that shortly. That'll be fun for us. And let's see, we do have something showing up on the approach here too, guys. So just have a quick peekaboo. It's from Saskatoon. It's a It's a CRJ 900, Air Canada's 8507, inbound from Saskatoon. So we'll just get into position for that.
Edmonton, Vancouver, 1 departure out of runway 26 left and is filed. Departure is sequence 126, decimal 12, squawk 7060, Juliet Lima.
There he is.
Juliet Lima, reback is correct.
Inbound from Saskatoon, Air Canada 8507, CRJ.
Code 2, proceed across runway 26 left, straight ahead, echo to the apron.
We've got quite a crowd of people here, actually. I guess because it's the twilight zone right now, so there's quite a few people around me that have just shown up. When I showed up, of course, to start the show, I was here by myself, so it's probably half a dozen, if not more, maybe close to 10 people around watching the proceedings. Let's get ready to see if this Cargojet 767 is going to perform. Let's see where he is. He still hasn't turned on to the active. He's just about ready to turn on to the active. So it's imminent. And now we have the Air Canada 538 inbound from Anchorage. It's a 737 MAX setting up on approach here on 26 right. And he's just about right here. There he is. It's coming in right over the bridge.
Airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left.
Let's just zoom in nice and tight and get him. This is the golden hour, guys. We call this the golden hour show for a reason. So that's those mountains in the background are Vancouver Island, and we call this the golden hour show is because this is the 1 hour before sunset where the light just goes absolutely magic. We get really nice colors, and the light actually we get to see the light on the starboard side of the aircraft, which only happens for about an hour before sunset in this particular configuration where they're landing on 26. So, oh, and there's the Air Canada, or not Air Canada, there goes the Cargojet 767 to Calgary. I don't know why I keep calling it Air Canada. I guess I'm thinking, well, Air Canada used to have 767-300s. So Canada, Cargojet, yeah, my brain is thinking Air Canada. Wishful thinking, right? I wish Air Canada still had these aircraft. They were a casualty of the pandemic, actually. The very last aircraft I flew on before the pandemic was an Air Canada 767 from Amsterdam to Toronto. And little did I know that would be my last Air Canada 767. Because they retired them, of course, during the pandemic. So Chris says the Sichuan 350 is coming in. Excellent. Thank you so much for that, Chris. Everything is golden. Yeah, very true. Almost, right? But because it's a clear day, we do get the sun on the starboard side of the aircraft just for about an hour before sunset. And it's only if the aircraft are landing on 26, and it's the longest, the longest days of the year, which is where we're at. So.
We have 898 Golf for identifier. 242
boy, he can go. Surprised he hasn't stowed the spoilers yet. It's a bit different. There he goes. So I hope you guys are enjoying the show. This is the Airliners Live Vancouver show. My name is Henry Tenby. I'm a Vancouver resident, lifelong Vancouver resident. I was born here nearly 60 years ago, and I've been spotting at this airport since 1967. So it's been a while. It's been a while, guys. When I was, spotting here, well, more than 20 years ago, this spot didn't exist because they only opened this runway about 20 years ago.
Cross runway 26 left, hold short runway 26 right, lift off vicinity to landmark, your discretion.
So Sue, I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Yeah, Henry Tenby, Tenby is the name. Sundragon says, I love this time of day at YVR. Not too hot, not too cold. Exactly. It's just perfect, right? At least we don't have any mosquitoes to contend with, which could be the case, but we don't. So we consider ourselves quite lucky. And we've got the Chengdu flight now in visual. Sichuan Airlines A350 is lining up on approach. So we're going to slowly move our camera into position. So here we go, guys. This is Sichuan Airlines A350 setting up on approach here at YVR. This is the Airliners Live Vancouver show you're watching. I remember being in Guangzhou, Canton, China, taking slides in 1994, and this same company was running Tu-154s out of Bayonne Airport, Canton, or Guangzhou. And they were going to Chengdu, and you could actually fly in the 707 for about $300. It's expensive, one way, all the way up to Chengdu. I never did it, and I regret it. But I did see it with my own eyes, and I did consider it, actually. Yeah. It was Tu-154s. And look at the company now. They're running A350s. They've given up on the Soviet equipment. That's totally sweet, guys. Totally sweet. I mean, look at that view with Vancouver Island in the background and the ocean. It's just beautiful. And it only lasts for about another 2 weeks, and then it's all over until next year. So I hope you guys are enjoying the show. We'll be back again, of course, next year, but we've just got another maybe week or two of this.
328, contact departure 1261210 airborne. Speed restrictions canceled from Delta 7. Clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. 26 left. Do heavy, Britain 5 with IFR to Calgary, please. Just 572 heavy, Vancouver clearance, clear to Calgary Airport, Georgia 6 departure, runway 26 left, flight plan route, departure frequency is 132.3, code is 7010.
You know what this scene reminds me of? It reminds me of the airport in Tierra del Fuego, Ushuaia. It's kind of set up like this. You've got the runway out in the middle of the water. You've got the mountains in the background. And that scene right there totally reminds me of Ushuaia Airport. Let's go nice and close, see what's happening up in the front office. Nice, it's very nice artwork, isn't it? Isn't that beautiful? The front bear, panda bear. I don't know if the question is asked of me, am I a pilot? I'm not a pilot by trade. I have my pilot's license. It's not current. I have a private pilot's license, which I attained in 1984. But I'm not a licensed pilot at this moment. I got my license in the United States when I was attending the University of North Dakota in Grand Forks. I attended the aviation program there between 1983 and 1987. Oh, that's a nice contrast. Will P., thank you for the £5 donation. Will says, keep up the good work, Henry, and all at Airliners Live, and happy birthday, Andy. Right on. Yes, it's Andy's birthday. Peter Crane says, hi, Henry. Happy you caught my favorite plane. I live in Chengdu, the home of Sichuan Airlines. I see their Panda 350s regularly. Sichuan Airlines are a big company here in China. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. As I say, I was spotting Sichuan Airlines back in 1993, thereabouts, when I used to visit Guangzhou from Hong Kong. I'd spend several days photographing at Guangzhou Airport, and Sichuan would run their Tu-154s in on a regular basis. I loved seeing the Sichuan Tu-154s, and they flew them to Chengdu. I remember clearly the round-trip airfare was about $600 US, and that was a bit too costly for me at the time. I didn't have the budget for that. But you could have done it. I mean, airline travel was kind of in its infancy in China in '93 compared to what it is today. Fares were a hell of a lot more expensive than they are now.
Juliet approaching Lima, heading to gate 31. 0902 pound. See you, Lima, see you.
What other China stories can I tell you guys? I've got a lot, because I did several trips to China back then. I remember Xinjiang Airlines with their IL-86s. You could fly to Urumqi. That was also about $600 return. And of course, there was a China General Aviation Yak 42s. I remember those well. They used to come into Guangzhou all the time.
Juliet Hotel, Delta 7, United 2423.
Nice. Air Canada Jazz Q400. We've got a couple of these now coming in back to back, showing their capabilities. Reverse pitch. Yeah, I remember China was a great place for aviation enthusiasts in 93, 94. They had a lot of Russian equipment in service at the time. I do well remember, as I say, my trips that I did there from Hong Kong. I was spotting, of course, at Kai Tak Airport and did the side trip to Guangzhou. And I remember, China Southwest, they were running their 707s. That was also about $500 or $600 to fly on, so more than my budget. So, yeah, China Southwest still had 707 320s passenger service. That was amazing. So Peter says Sichuan are now all Airbus fleet. Chengdu recently opened a new airport that will eventually take on all the international routes. Yeah, and that's great that you're over there, Peter. Must be a fascinating place to live, especially as an aviation enthusiast too. I'm sure you're probably trying to get a flight on the new, what's that new aircraft that they recently introduced to service just before the pandemic? The Chinese-built MD-80. Can't quite remember what is it? I've got tip of the tongue phenomena right now. I can't quite remember the name of it, but I know that there's a handful in service. I'd love to fly on one day. It's on my to-do list. And here comes another Q400, guys. Setting up. Where is it? There it is. This is inbound from, Seattle. Alaska Horizon Airlines. Flight 2114. Beautiful. Nice scheme. Nice tight hairpin turn. So Kuro Dumo says it's 3:44 a.m. here and you're enjoying the show. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm thrilled to hear that you're hanging out with us. I guess you're going to maybe catch up on your sleep tomorrow, I guess. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Get that smiling face.
Departure frequency is 132.3, code 2642. City, Calgary Airport by the Georgia 6 departure, flight on route 26 left, 132.3 and squawk 2642. Elvis 107.
So the Shanghai Y10, that's a 707 knockoff. I'm referring to China built an MD-80 or MD-90, I should say, lookalike aircraft that is in active service. It went into service in 2018, and friends of mine have flown on it actually, and I think there's a few airlines that have actually taken delivery. And if I were to go to China, that would be my aircraft that I would want to fly on. And I don't think it's too expensive to have a flight on it.
423, contact departure on 132.3 once you're airborne. Wind flight variable from Delta 7, you're clear for takeoff, runway 26 left.
Well, there's the Iceland Air. See, he's parked over there.
Contact departure 132.3, that is 2423. That's very good.
AvGeek Joe, thank you for the $2. It says, thanks for rekindling memories of YVR action pre-COVID. Yeah, exactly. Well, we're getting back to we're definitely at pre-pandemic levels now here at Vancouver. We've got great traffic here. Yes, Peter Crane, he says it's the Comac C919, China's answer to the A320. That's a different one. Okay, but Mark O'Kane says the AR-21. Yes, that's the aircraft I'm referring to. It looks like an MD-90, shorter version of an MD-90. So I'm not sure how many they've got delivered, but I know several airlines have them. So yeah, there's some very cool airlines over there. And the Y10, the 707 knockoff, that's, I believe, at a museum somewhere in Beijing. I haven't seen it myself, or it's at a technical school. I'd love to see it. There is you guys may be able to add it into the comments, but there's a lot of neat aircraft to see there. Of course, I've been to the big aviation museum on the outskirts of Beijing. That's fantastic. Green Dude says, have you been to Lukla? Lukla is in Nepal. It's a fantastic mountainside runway. It's the stopping off point for Mount Everest, for those of you that aren't familiar with Lukla. I've not been there, but I'd love to go there one day. I've never been to Nepal. And the Lukla airstrip is famous. It's pretty much a Twin Otter Dornier 228 airfield. So you have to fly there from the capital city, Kathmandu. But I've not been there, but I'd certainly like to go there. What have we got on approach, guys? We've got a Westjet Calgary service, 127, lining up on approach right now. Yeah, Lukla Airport. That's an aviation enthusiast's dream come true for sure. Angelo Castro says, are there some companies using the MD-11 for commercial flights? Cargo, maybe. There are no passenger MD-11s still in service. KLM was the last operator, and that would have been 2017, 2018 when KLM did their last flights on them. The last DC-10 was, many of you guys, well, in England, you were probably on it. Of course, that was the DC-10 of Bangladesh Biman. So, boy, I would have loved to have been on that. But I'm sure many of you were. Blick Fang says, my dad flew over the hump in World War II. So your dad must have been on a C-46 Commando. I'm sure he has amazing stories to tell. Let's go nice and tight, guys. We'll just zoom in there.
Vancouver ground hello, Cargojet 58 park apron, expressway, start on Delta. Cargojet 58, runway 26 left, altimeter 2995, taxi line Delta 7. And that Cargojet 58 passing out from Delta 7 to
I always imagine the guys in the front office there are sitting on telephone books because they're sitting so high, right? So it's like, you know, the captain and the first officer, they're like sitting on a pile of 3 telephone books. Well, they used to have telephone books back in the, you know, old days before the internet. They used to drop these huge, massive telephone books off at your front door, and it had every phone number in the city in them. Some of you guys are probably too young to know what a phone book is, but they were common, you know, up until about the early 2000s. Can I go live on October the 31st? I don't know. I can't think that far ahead. We have to look at our schedule and to see where we're at. It's kind of these pop-up shows are play it by ear, I call them. So we just have to see, you know, how the weather is and see how the traffic is. Any heavies coming? I don't know. Yes, we have 2 apparently. So we have 2. Okay, so we have. Is that Eva Air? Yeah. So we have 2. We have Eva Air. That'll be an A350 and China Air.
7810. China Airlines.
Oh, it's a 78710. I'm told. Oh, fantastic. So we do have 2. Eva Air and China Airlines. Fantastic. Wow. So guys, so stand by. That's going to be terrific. And let's just see what we've got happen.
Worship 1700. You'll be held up by a 757. He's pushing back off the Delta.
Embraer.
Delta 3, you'll be halfway for him.
Nice and noisy. So let's just have a look at our flight radar, guys. See what's coming. Yes. Okay. So the second aircraft is the Eva Air. That's in from Taipei. It'll be landing shortly. That's the 787-10. So that'll be in about 3 minutes. So wow, guys. So hang tight here. We're going to be, as I say, that's the BR-10 from Taipei, and it's going to be arriving very shortly. So we've got, first of all, we've got another Dash 8 to contend with. There it is. This is in from Terrace, Air Canada Jazz, but I'm not going to focus on it because we want to get the Eva Air.
Budget 858 Vancouver Tower, altimeter 299.5, good point gray arrival, Pat Charlie, contact me on 1187, landing point gray.
So guys, next is Eva Air, so I'm just going to get the camera ready. Oof, look at that. Another Cargojet. It's amazing action, isn't it? Like this one after the other. So here comes Eva Air. It's like right here, not right here, but it's almost here.
Okay, 235 Vancouver Tower, good evening. Winds 150 less than 5 knots. Clear to land, runway 08 left. Correction. Clear to land, runway 26 left. Good land, right to cross down. Careful, quick on. Horizon 2114, we will pass 0352. Horizon 2114, okay. Request sent. We'll call you back. Thanks. continue on the approach runway 13, then eastbound between the parallels. Approach at 13, eastbound between the parallels, Heavies.
Gone right to the end. Wow.
3580402, copy. Ground Jets 446, fuel trip now. Jets 446, ground, taxi by Lima to the Jets 446. Now Cargojet 588, request taxi. Cargojet 588, runway 26 left, all footers, 2995, taxi by Delta 6. 26 left via Delta 7, Cargojet 588. Bravo Lima Papa, Vancouver Tower, altimeter 299.5. Continue to descend 1,500. Stay on that heading for now. Descend to 1,500. Bravo Papa, stay on the same heading. Roger. Cargojet 858, traffic just touched down, 26 left. Cross runway 26 left, winds light and variable, clear to land, helipad Charlie. Click across 26 left, click to land, Charlie with heavy.
This is what we call the golden hour, guys.
Alpha 2 and contact ground 1217. Lima Papa Tower, stay on that heading till advised by Boundary Bay Tower. They'll turn you inbound. The surveillance service terminated. Contact them on 127.6 now. They have the same heading. Contacting Boundary Bay. Thank you, Robert. Papa. Sure. I'll text you my Alpha 3. Airliners 580 Vancouver Tower. Good evening. Helicopter just crossed the close end of your runway. They're going to be landing off to your left side, south of the approach. Wind is 160, less than 5. You're clear to land, runway 26 left. Runway 26 left, second traffic, Airliners 580.
Well, guys, that was amazing. Most enjoyable. So he's going into the horseshoe. That beep you're hearing is just the rotating beacon.
Cargojet 588, Tower Delta 7, line up away, runway 26 left. Runway 26 left, Cargojet 588.
Wow, guys. Yeah, I was quiet just because I wanted you guys to enjoy it. So I missed some of the questions. You guys were asking some interesting questions. The sun shines different up here. Yeah, well, let's see if I can show you guys. It's almost sunset. There you go. So what's the time? It's 8:02. The sun is just about a few degrees off the horizon. So sunset's probably going to be in about 5 minutes. And we've probably got maybe 20 minutes after that for arrivals. And our Taipei service, the China Airlines, is going to be in 7 minutes. So I think we're going to get it. So I think we're going to be lucky, guys. It's not going to be totally dark. So as a matter of fact, I can see, we're looking for the aircraft now. It's just coming in on a large downwind on the other side. So we're scouring the horizon for him, but he's going to be here. So that's going to be amazing to see that. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's just kind of a view of where the sun is. Beautiful day, beautiful night, beautiful sunset we're having here at YVR.
CDC here, Canada 568, got TDC 898 Mike, information hotel at gate 80. Canada 568, read back direct, departure frequency 132.3. Thank you.
Yeah, it is beautiful, isn't it, Gary? Sun Dragon says it wasn't that long ago when Eva flew a 747 into YVR. Correct. I flew on Eva Air 747-400 from Vancouver to Taipei. It was September of 2015. So I flew on it myself, and I think they probably still continued for another year or two after that. So I was heading over. Ooh, there goes the Cargojet 75. Guys, it's just kind of amazing, right? It's just everywhere you look, there's something happening here. It's mega busy, mega busy. Ollie says it's 4:03 a.m. here in the UK. Oh my goodness. Sim with Elliot says, hello, tomorrow I'm flying from Vancouver to Heathrow on the A380. Oh my goodness. Well, that's amazing that you're watching our show, and you're going to have a fun flight tomorrow back to Heathrow. I wish I was on the flight. I guess Air North came in on the other side. That's a 737-500. But as you can see, guys, it's like there's no shortage of aircraft to point our cameras at here. There's still, we've got several photographers out here enjoying the action. So it's just the diehards right now. Yeah, there's the 500.
169 Vancouver, ground runway 26 left, altimeter 2995, taxi Golf Hotel Delta 7. Delta 7. Cross runway 26 left.
So I'm just checking, guys. So Gary Sua says, Henry, I'm north of you in Graham Island, Masset. Still a bit more up here, son. Yeah, absolutely. You've probably got about another, 45 minutes on top of what we've got. So CDN Shark says, beautiful evening to spot. It is indeed. He says, hello from Livermore, California. And, yeah, the Air North. Craig Russell says it's ex-Rwanda Air. I didn't realize that myself. That's an interesting factoid, I must say. And Laney James says, I'm watching from Southern California, LAX land. Wow. Well, I mean, it's not nearly as busy as LAX, of course, but hang on, we've got a helicopter flying. There it is. It's a medevac. Yeah, they're just talking on the radio right now, actually. But look at the color. This is, again, look at the golden hour, guys. We're getting some nice light. Beautiful. Just beautiful. The clouds are looking beautiful. And watching from Wales, Ollie. Terrific. Again, I'm just so impressed with how many of you guys from the UK are staying up to the, you know, these... It's pretty late there, right? And you guys are hanging out with me here in Vancouver. Just so appreciated. So thank you so much, guys. Let's see what's happening over at our British Airways Airbus. Not Air 380.
Air Canada 244, contact departure, airplane, from Delta 7, quick takeoff, 4261.
So there. It's the ground crew there working away nicely. And Newham says, I'm watching from San Jose, and we've got Glenn Campbell from Lethbridge. So that's fantastic. Gary Sua said the helijet medevac. That's right. We just pointed the camera at that. And we've got Ricky joining us from Indonesia. Wow. Fantastic. I hope you guys are doing well in Indonesia. And we've got Hanging White 787. Hello from Northern Colorado. And we've got Jesse from Ohio. And then Pablo says, cheers from Sydney. Are there any Qantas landing today? I didn't see it. It's possible, but I don't think so. Stuart Martindale, good morning from Lancashire, England. I'll be heading to work in 25 minutes, and I've spent the last hour watching your broadcast. Wonderful memories of my visit to Vancouver 20 years ago. I'm so glad to hear that, Stuart. I'm glad you were able to have your morning coffee with us, soaking up the action here at YVR. .787 climbing into the Stratus. So beautiful, right? This golden light, golden hour lighting is just, look at the Vancouver Island. Stunning. But it only lasts for a short period of time. Okay, so we've got something on approach, so that might be our bird. Let's just have a look at the flight radar and see if that's our... Yeah, it is, guys. This is it. This is our China Airlines Flight 32 from Taipei, A350. So we are going to get the cameras ready because this is our crowd pleaser, mega crowd pleaser. There he is, way out in the boon, right out.
69, no speed restriction, use Delta 5.
So that's it. He'll be down shortly. Yeah. He's about a minute from touchdown. So again, this is China Airlines Flight 32, A350 inbound from Taipei. Ali, hello from Everett, Washington. Claude Magnum. Hello from faraway Gary.
Airliners Vancouver 1 departure, flight plan route. Port runway 26 left, squawk 7043, departure frequency 126.12. Here's the White Horse Airport, Vancouver 1 off 26 left, 7043 and a squawk here north 580. 580, read back correct, India's correct. India.
Isn't it absolutely gorgeous, guys? Look at that beautiful backdrop of Vancouver Island and the ocean there. The sun is down. It is sunset. And this is such a beautiful way to welcome the sunset, actually. Let's zoom in here. Wow.
Northwest 61 go.
Let's go get some zoom action.
Stars 196 here, PDC 898 Whiskey.
Just 196, read that correct. Departure frequency 132.3, India's correct.
323 India, just 196.
Isn't that beautiful, guys? It's just wonderful.
Reverse on the hotel, contact down 127. Reverse on hotel, 217. Ocean, 771 medevac on hotel, 771 medevac, Vancouver, ground taxi, Alpha to the apron. Alpha to the apron, 771. Test 371, P36 is the push. Test 371, Vancouver ground push back your discretion. Test 371.
Alcan 235, frequency at Airways here for 10 miles.
Alcan 235,
Vancouver, clearance to the 99 motorboat via direct off 26 left, 10710.
Wow, that's impressive, guys. Mega beautiful. But we got something else here. 787. Doesn't end, does it, guys? It just gets mega busy and lots of heavies. Doesn't end. It's unbelievable, unbelievable. Just such a good time to spot here. The light is just so magical. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know it's late if you're viewing in the UK, but we're just making the best of it. It just is absolutely stunning. Gary Mackey, thank you very much for your premium economy upgrade. Wow. Wow, guys. Anybody have Insta? Coffee? Didn't Air Canada fire a bunch of their pilots? I don't think so. I think they're needing as many pilots as they can get. Mark O'Kane, I can still remember a CP Air. Yes, they were based right here at this airport.
Block 7013, departure frequency 132.3.
Guys, the mosquitoes are starting. They just basically showed up, right? It's like the sun goes down and the mosquitoes come out on cue. I mean, look at this golden hour footage. It's just something special. Yeah, we've got another aircraft, guys. I think, though, because it's just getting dark, it's probably pushing the envelope, no pun intended. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. I enjoyed it immensely. Wow, fantastic. I've got about 15 minutes to put the gear away, so I'm going to let all you guys in the UK get to sleep. We've had an amazing time. We're going to do it as many more times as we can while we've got the light. But thanks for watching, guys. This is Airliners Live, and this is the Vancouver show. My name is Henry Tenby. Thank you guys for joining. Good night, good morning, good day, and we'll see everybody at the next show. There's Airliners Live, of course, Manchester show tomorrow. So, and our Vancouver show on Thursday. You want to check these shows out. Subscribe to the Airliners Live YouTube channel if you haven't already done so, and you'll get instant notifications on all our shows. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like, subscribe. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks again, everybody. Bye-bye.